We're going to talk about Travis Hunter real quickly. And last night on the show, Coble asked this wonderful question that triggered a rant by me, yours truly, on Hunter. I'm going to play that Hunter rant in a second because honestly, it's wild to me the way people think of Hunter. Like he's somebody that needs to learn the game. He's somebody that needs to catch up. He's part-time maybe, right? So he doesn't know it. How could he know it? If he's part-time in the pros, that means if he's part-time in college. No, he wasn't. He played full-time wide receiver. This is wild to me. The way people talk about him, so disrespectful. And everybody sleeping is going to lose a league because of it. And people that draft Travis Hunter in round 5 or 6 in grandma leagues, you can get him in 6, it seems. In underdog fantasy drafting, you got to take him around 4.5 to 5.5. And he's worth every single bit of that value. But let's talk Travis Hunter. Here's my rant. And on the other side of this replay of my rant, it's about a 5-minute rant. Don't skip over it. It's important to absorb it. At the end, I'm going to come back and give you my projection on Travis Hunter 2025. That would put him ahead of BT. How ironic. 288 would be wide receiver 4. All right, Coble with the $5 holler. I also still don't understand the Hunter hate. You're telling me, Coble. All I know is I don't understand it. And I don't want to understand it. I just want to absorb it. I want to continue to draft it. He's not learning the wide receiver position. You know, you hear these narratives like as if he still got to learn a lot and you'll see what happens. The narrative being talked about Travis Hunter, that he's going to take so many reps here. It's as if he's converting to a wide receiver. And you hear it so much, the hatred and everything, you forget that he was by far and away the best wide receiver prospect in this draft class. And it wasn't close. Ibuka might be more NFL ready in many ways of his preparedness of jumping from position to position and knowing everything left and right. It's kind of like he's versed in it differently. But Travis Hunter was the number 1 wide receiver in the draft class. This is not a person that's learning the position. And when people act like, and you post something about BTJ and Hunter running a route, you're like, yeah, see, he's going to have to pick up the footwork and he doesn't need to do anything. He dominated FBS at wide receiver. He was a marvel at wide receiver. One of the most athletic wide receivers to ever come out of college. Not the most polished, but one of the most, if not the most athletic wide receiver to ever come out of college. And then you hear these narratives and I find myself going, snap out of it. Why am I letting all of this narrative even twist my thinking sometimes? And I'm walking through the house and I go, that's funny. I forgot he was actually a well-versed wide receiver.
People forget or don't know that even among NFL players, he's a one-of-one type of athlete.
No different than any other receiver that comes out of college. No different. So when people say, oh, his footwork, they talk about it and then people accept it as if he's so behind as a wide receiver just because he's going to play both sides. It's like people don't do their research and they don't realize that he didn't come out of college as a part-time, half-time player on each side of the football. And when people hear, oh, he's going to play both sides, they're so inept at this stuff. They don't know. They're just regurgitating what they hear. And they don't really even realize that this kid's not coming out with like 900-yard season. He's coming out with the 96 catches for 1,258 and 15 receiving touchdowns. I think some people forget how good he was at the college level at the wide receiver position. 96 catches in college. For 1,258 in college. And 15 touchdowns in college. What is wrong with people? I don't care to find out. I just want to absorb more Travis Hunter shares. And I'll continue to do it. Thank you very much, cheat code.
Up, down, left, right. BA select start. Warning. Cheat code activated.
In a jam, call HHH and Associates. Triple H and Associates, locations on Earth and Jupiter.
It's insane, man. It's insane when you look at, like, even when you pull it up, even someone that does this every single day like me and talks about him, Travis Hunter, more than anybody on the face of the earth. You look at this right here and you say, what in the hell am I looking at? Well, what's he got to learn? 12, 58, 96, and 15 touchdowns? He should be teaching people how to play wide receivers.
That shows almost 100 receptions and the touchdown. So it's like he's a complete wide receiver. It's not like he's a one-trick pony or just running deep and catching 60 balls or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. It's insane, bro. It's absolutely insane. And then Coble with the final super chat, $2 holler. Thanks, Smitty. Needed the Hunter positivity. It's so wild. I feel like we're on an island though by ourselves. People are come around and then not, and then have come around and not. I mean, at some point in August, I think that there'll be more hype behind it. But I feel like we're the only community you could find that understands what's really going on here. Okay, so you've heard my rant now. My rant about how Travis Hunter, who dropped 96, 1258, 13 yards a catch roughly, and 15 TDs. And you're wondering, okay, Smitty, translate this to the NFL. Put this in NFL terms. I'll tell you right now. Liam Cohen's going to design plays differently than at the college level. He's going to use Hunter as a wide back. And when I say wide back, sometimes people think of Debo as a running back. He's behind the quarterback. He's running up the middle of the offensive line, up the gut, Smitty. I don't like wide back. That was running back. Wide back is where you're out wide, getting the ball at or behind the line of scrimmage, or specifically behind the quarterback, and you turn into a running back from the wide position. So you're going up against DBs. You're not running up the gut. I think people got confused on wide back when Debo was wide back. Oh my God, he's so good. And then he ends up running up the gut because Shanahan injured all of his running backs. That was a morph of the two different positions. He played running back at one point for the Niners. At wide back, you're not more at risk of injury. You're getting the ball just at the line of scrimmage. It's the same thing as running a 2-yard slant and grabbing the football right there. You get the ball in this kid's hands on all kinds of short design manufactured plays, quick routes. If anybody thinks he's not getting 4 to 6 receptions per game, I don't know what you're looking at or how you even have made it this far in life and in fantasy football. How you even found my channel to begin with, to even open up your phone and unlock it and remember your password, or remember to open your eyes so that your phone can read your eyes to open up your phone. I don't know how to help you, to be honest with you. If you can't imagine, just close your eyes and picture Liam Cohen sitting back and saying, okay, here's 2 design plays. 1 screen, 2 screens, a quick slant. That's 3 receptions right there. 1 or 2 screen passes, a quick slant, an end around. You've got 4 touches right there. So that's if, like, the guy's not even working the whole game. And he's going to work the whole game. He's going to play 80, 90, 100% of the snaps. Nothing that would be different than an elite wide receiver. He was drafted to play wide receiver. And anybody that says different, if you're out there going, oh, but you're just so mad that you didn't get him, and you're listening to some garbage out there telling you, be worried. I'm just worried about how much he's going to play on DB. He might get hurt. He's been training for this. You're going to get hurt watching him play because you're not prepared for his playing both sides of the football. You haven't taken the mental reps. This is going to wear you out by midseason. He's ready to do it. He did it in college. Don't worry about him. Worry about yourself. So you're talking about 4 receptions or 4 touches, and give him maybe 2 or 3 longer receptions. Give him 1 or 2 more receptions spread out throughout the field. Let's just call it a measly 6 receptions per game. What do you average? 13 yards. Okay, so 6 receptions per game times, we said 13 yards per catch. 78 yards per game times 17 is 1326. So 1326 yards. That's my low ball projection. Even if it was 5, let's call it 5. 5 times 13 is 65 times 17 is 1105. His floor is 1105. not even his ceiling. This is just me being very nice today. 6 receptions a game. You're talking multiple screen passes, all kinds of end-around work. This guy could get 2 jet sweeps a game. Don't worry about what he did in college. Liam Cohen's going to change all that. Let me just put this out there. If you don't think he's running in 2 TDs, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't think he's catching 3 or 4 long touchdowns on the year, I don't know what to tell you again. So that we'll call that 6 touchdowns right now. That is not including any of the short stuff, a 4-yard, 10-yard slant. Give him 3 more measly touchdowns. That is going to be a total of 9 scores on light work. That is me being so generous and realistic with a low ball number, and 6 receptions per game. So 102, 13, 26, or if we went with 5, did we say, I think we said 5, right? 5 times 17 is going to give you 85. So this would be his floor, 85 and 1105, or 102 and 1326. Not even his ceiling, but that's like a higher expectation. And this is just, I could go ranges of 8 to 12, but even if you put it at 9, what does this equal right here? 85 plus, if we go off of this number right here, the lower number, 85 plus 110 points, right? So PPR, and then 9 touchdowns. 9 touchdowns, 54 points. So you're talking about 195 plus 54. You're talking about 249 fantasy points on this one. Okay, so on the higher number, 132.6 points for the yards plus 102 for receptions. That's 234. He's already almost right at that number. Plus the 54 points for the touchdowns. That's 288. So 288. The higher number, that would put him at ahead of BT. How ironic. 288 would be wide receiver 4 from last year. And the lower number, 249, I don't think it'd be that much crazier. 249 would put him at, I mean, man, you're talking about, that's wide receiver 9/10. That's right where JSN and Garrett Wilson were last year, 252 and 249. So, I mean, you're talking about at a worst case scenario, in my opinion. I mean, this is worst case scenario. 85 balls. If you don't think he's catching a ton of short passes to get 85 receptions, you really just aren't looking at this thing right. And at 13 yards a pop, which he's so elusive and quick, there's no way he's not getting 13 yards a kick. That's 1,100 yards, people. 9 TDs is nothing. He'll run 2 or 3 and on the ground on jet sweeps or end arounds or whatever. And if you give him the 2 TDs, let's say 2 pick sixes that he gets or whatever, that 249 plus 12 is 261. That puts him right at number 8-9. So 8-9 brings him really close to JJ. If you add 12 more points, that would be 300. So he's right below JJ. Still at 4. This is like, I don't understand. I really don't get it. I don't really care to get it, to be honest with you. Like I said, I rather relish in this glory. I think all of us are going to relish in. And if you don't know, you don't know. I really don't care at this point, to be honest with you. And for those that know, you guys are on my Patreon probably. $10 a month, cancel anytime. Link is in the description of any video, or go to patreon.com/The Fantasy Football Show. Links in my Instagram if you click on my links on my Instagram. Or just click on the link in the description. But it's 24/7, 365 live chatting. It's unbelievable. I'm live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday, like it says on the below part of the screen. Then up above, live whenever big news breaks, and additionally live almost every single midnight Eastern. That's crazy. We go live more than, I don't think you could find somebody that goes live more than I do. Your one-stop shop, baby. See you all later.